Hi, G41 students. Today we're going to talk about parts of speech. Some of the parts of speech that I'm going to be talking about in this presentation are articles, nouns, pronouns, which are a type of noun, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. So what are articles? Articles are words, short words that come before nouns. We know the articles as a, an, and the. They can be definite, like the, and indefinite, a and an. A dog showed up in my yard. The dog was lost. A man was looking for you. The man was very handsome. I need an answer. Give me the answer now. Whoops, went too far. And okay, I'm just having some fun with this here. It's a little hard to see this. So I believe it says something like the ESL students are very smart. Let's look at the next one here. A noun. What is a noun? A noun is a word that names a person, animal, place, thing, feeling, or idea. Here are some examples. Professor Villalpando, me. Jaime, my husband. Maya and Lucas, my children. These are proper nouns because they're names of specific people and they start with capital letters. It might also be a common noun, one that doesn't start with a capital, man or child, for example. Animals, cat, lion, dogs, and so forth. Places like New York, California, Afghanistan, Vietnam. Sorry, this got cut off. Things like a car, keys, house, salad, and feelings such as love, fear, anxiety. And then it can also be, I'm sorry, having problems with that. Can also be ideas. Let's look at the pronouns. Pronouns. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of one or more nouns. Now, there are many different categories of pronouns in the English language, so it can be confusing about when to use a particular type of pronoun. There are personal pronouns, object pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, which means a pronoun that we use to ask a question, and even other kinds. So here we see some examples. Jenna and Joao and Jenna are married. They are married, right? So we've replaced Joao and Jenna with they. So this is a subject pronoun, right? Because it comes in the beginning of the sentence, or we can also call that a personal pronoun. I carried the books. I carried them. Them is an object pronoun. Object pronoun comes after the verb. So in this sentence, we have a subject, a verb, and an object pronoun. Here we see someone stole my watch. So someone is an indefinite pronoun. We don't know who specifically that someone is, so it's indefinite. And the last one, who stole my watch? That's an interrogative pronoun. Interrogative means it has to do with a question, so you're asking something. Okay, let's go on. Good. So we're going to do a little part of speech practice. So take a look at these. CRC ESL students are the best. What part of speech is this? Students. A verb, a noun, or an article? What do you think? If you said noun, you are correct. Students are people, so it's a noun. Nia helped her with the homework. Forgive me if I pronounced your name wrong. So, is that a verb, a noun, or an article? It's an article, right? Let's go on to the next category of part of speech, adjectives. So adjectives are descriptive words. Well, we use them to describe nouns or tell more about what something looks like or sounds like or feels like, right? Tells more about the noun. For example, a friendly dog, a curious girl, beautiful baby, terrible news. Now those are adjectives. What about verbs? Okay, a verb shows what the subject in the sentence is doing. Ty goes to school every day. So what does Ty do? Goes. Tuan talked to his sister last night. What did Tuan do? Talked. Jack rode his bike to work yesterday. The cat slept all day. We will take a test today. We are taking a test tomorrow. The kids were crying last night. Now, adverbs. What are adverbs? So these are words that describe perhaps a verb, an adjective, or maybe another adverb. So for example, she is very beautiful. So this adverb is telling how beautiful she is. Beautiful is adjective, right? So very is describing the adjective beautiful. How beautiful? Very beautiful. She spoke quietly. Quietly is the adverb. Quietly is telling more about the verb. She spoke very quietly. So here we have two verbs, two adverbs, sorry. Quietly tells more about how she spoke. Very tells how quietly. So let's look at these. So sometimes people get confused about these words. Sometimes these words can be adjectives and sometimes they can be adverb, depending on how they're used in the sentence. The man drives fast. This is an adverb because it tells how the man is driving. The car is fast. Here the word fast is not an adverb. It's being used as an adjective because it is describing the car. He arrived late tells how he arrived or when he arrived, right? So it's an adverb. Tells more about the verb. I am late. Here, no, not an adverb, right? It's an adjective. Tian studies hard. Tells how she studies, right? So it's an adverb. Tells more about the verb. The test is hard. Here, not an adverb. Tells more about the test, a noun. So it's an adjective. Okay, let's get a little bit of practice again. Sometimes I am tired in the afternoon. So think about it. So what do you think? Verb, adverb, or adjective? Here it's going to be an adjective, right? Because it describes the noun, the person, I. You walk too fast. Slow down. Is fast a noun, an adjective, or an adverb? So in this case, fast is describing how the person walks. So it is an adverb, C. Okay, how about prepositions? We're getting close to being done. Now, these are words that show the relationship between two words in a sentence, usually between a noun, verb, or adjective and a noun or a pronoun. Here, look at the woman beside John. So here we have two prepositions, at and beside. Beside means the same thing as next to. She ran into the shop. So into is the preposition here. I am happy with you. With is a preposition. So notice after the prepositions, we see nouns in each case. Conjunctions. These are connecting words that join two or more words, phrases, or clauses. So what are clauses and what are phrases? Let's figure that out here. Jenna and Joao are married. So here, and is connecting two words, two nouns, right? Jenna and Joao. I went to school and my husband went to work. Here we're connecting two clauses. A clause is a set of a subject and verb, kind of like a short sentence. So we're connecting I went to school and my husband went to work. I am late because I missed the bus. Here we're connecting two clauses again. I am late, I missed the bus. He doesn't like wine or beer. Here we're just connecting two words again. Wine, beer. The kids can play in the yard or in the playground. Now in this case, we're connecting two phrases. So a phrase doesn't have a complete set of subject and verb or noun and verb like a clause does. So here the two phrases are in the playground and in the yard. These are prepositional phrases because they start with in. The kids can play in the yard or in the playground, connecting in the yard, excuse me, and in the playground. Here we're connecting two clauses. You will be late if you don't leave now. Connecting you will be late and you don't leave now. I'll call you when I get home. Here again, we're connecting two clauses. All right, so a little bit of practice. What part of speech is the underlying word? So she went to Starbucks before she went to work. What is before? So if you guess D, you are correct. It's a connecting word, a conjunction, and it connects two clauses, two sets of subject and verb. Professors don't respect students that cheat on tests. What is on? What part of speech? If you guess preposition, you are correct. So notice it's a short word and it introduces a noun, on tests. Preposition is the correct word. And I believe that that is the end. So I hope you enjoyed my preposition, my presentation, that is, on parts of speech.